where you want it.
Bay 12, please.
Hello there, Transformers fans, and welcome back to another Transformers Earthspark video review. Today, we are reviewing the Deluxe Class Megatron. I really liked Twitch, and I really liked Bumblebee. And Megatron, honestly, kind of bums me out, because I really like this portrayal of Megatron so far. This is the first time that we've actually portrayed a Megatron who has given up Decepticonism and is working side by side with the Autobots on screen. Now, of course, Megatron gave up Decepticonism at the end of Transformers Prime, but we didn't see him do anything else after that. He disappeared. He was gone. So this was really cool and interesting conceptually. And so far, from what I've seen of Earthspark, portrayed pretty well. I do really like his portrayal. However, this figure is super, super tiny. I should have brought her to show off the size in comparison, but the smallest character in the show, or transforming character in the show so far, is Twitch. And the Twitch figure in this line is bigger than this Megatron. Why? Hasbro, why do you keep doing my boy dirty by making his figure the smallest when he's the largest character? Y'all did it with the Red series too, and it's very upsetting because the design of that figure is great, but he's smaller than Starscream. He's smaller than Bumblebee. How is Bumblebee the biggest figure, legitimately, the biggest figure in the Red line? That does not make sense, Hasbro. And I'm upset about it. Anyway, here is Megatron. Despite his small scale, the figure is actually really awesome mold-wise and detail-wise. So at least there's that. Small victories, I suppose. But I really hope that we get a larger Megatron, somewhere at least in scale with the Spin Changer Optimus. Maybe if it's a Spin Changer Megatron, okay. That's going to be a maybe. We'll see. Hopefully it looks cool, at least somewhat as cool as this one. This figure is just too small. Way too small. So anyway, here he is in the packaging. As you can see, there is some Earthspark art there on the side. There is Mr. Mandroid there on that side. On the back, you've got shots of the figure and the other figures for the Mr. Mandroid Build-A-Figure set. And that's pretty much it for the packaging. And here he is out of the box. Again, he looks really cool. The figure itself is great. It's just tiny. If we could get one that's at least twice the size of this with the same articulation and detail, I will be very happy. Because I do really like this mold. I just don't like the size of it. Megatron's the largest character, like I said, in the show. And right now he's got the smallest figure. And that's just unacceptable. It's not right. Hasbro, just scale this up for me. Pretty please, scale this up for me. Really, I mostly bought this because I liked him in the show and because I need that Build-A-Figure part. So here is the left arm for Mr. Mandroid, and this is his regular human arm this time. Although there is going to be another left arm, which looks like it's going to be Nova Storm's left arm. Interesting. So anyway, here he is. He's got a lot of awesome detail. I even like that rather than like it is in the show where it's gray, they made his ghost Decepticon symbol there on his chest purple. The head sculpt looks very good. They even molded the M-shaped chin. Now, I know some people thought that was kind of silly, and it is silly, but I dig it. I think that's kind of cool. Got the cockpit on his chest, the red sides there, some red detail on the hands. He's very articulated. Head is on a ball joint. Fully articulated shoulders. You've got a hinged bicep joint here due to transformation. Elbows on a ball joint. You've got his rotors here that articulate and swivel forward. Nothing at the hands. Nothing at the waist, hips, upper thigh. These thigh panels do articulate single jointed knees, forward and back only, and then side to side ankle joints. And a mid joint mostly due to transformation. Transformation for this figure is pretty simple. What we do is we start by taking off the fusion cannon here, which even the fusion cannon looks really cool. And I really like the design of his fusion cannon in the show. And just like in the show, and this is part of transformation, it does split apart in half. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to pull up on this section right here. We're going to bring the shoulders up and tab them together to make the front of the helicopter mode. Rotate these sections like so. And then on that hinge joint there, we're going to bring that arm back, and then we're going to rotate the elbows so we can tab in those front sections like that. Next up, we're going to bring those fins on a ball joint, and those are going to face forward like so. Bring that up so we can transform the legs. We're going to fold in those toes, rotate those legs, and tab them together in the middle. And then bring that panel back down, and we're just about done. Last but not least, we take the fusion cannon bits here, line up the peg and peg holes, and those tab on right there like so, and those are thrusters for him, and he also fires them in this mode, which is really cool on screen. The action sequences with Megatron are really, really good in this show, from what I've seen so far. I haven't seen part 2 of season 1 yet, so no spoilers. Anyway, yeah, a very awesome mode. Again, while you get some robot under the helicopter syndrome here, I do dig this figure a lot. My biggest complaint is it's just tiny. Again, if it was at least twice the size, roughly the size of the Spin Changer Optimus, I would be much, much happier with this figure. But I do like the mold, and I do like the articulation, and I do like the detail. It's just the size that bugs me here. This would be more in scale if they were doing like Legends class size Earthsparks figures. That's what this would scale best with, not with the rest of the figures. Now, of course, with Earthspark, this is a more kiddie line. They're not really going for scale here, which I get, but at the same time, us older collectors, some of us really like Earthspark too, and I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm a stickler for scale, and I really like my figures to be close to scale, if not in scale with each other, and this does not cut the mustard. So, like I said, hopefully we get a bigger one at some point. I don't know, fingers crossed, but this is what we have for now. Guys, thank you so much for tuning into today's review featuring the Transformers Earthspark Deluxe Class Megatron figure. Size aside, not a bad figure in my opinion. Definitely a cool Megatron design, and I like Earthspark so far. It's a pretty cool show, and I'm looking forward to more. Stay tuned for more Transformers reviews. Stay tuned for more Bay 12 reviews. Like and subscribe. Follow us on social media. And in case you're local or you're visiting us in town, make sure you come check out our store inside the Order 66 Multiverse store, inside the shops at Willow Bend Mall, inside Plano, Texas. We'll see you guys later. We'll see you another time. Transform and roll out.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.